Hello Mzansi, welcome to episode 414 of the Farmers Inside Track podcast. My name is Duncan Masiwa, and if you didn't know, you're officially listening to the world's best news podcast as awarded by the prestigious Digital Media Awards worldwide. That's right, our team is pretty much still reeling with excitement after the announcement in Copenhagen, Denmark. And of course, thanks to our loyal listeners who have been tuning in every week for our educational interviews on agricultural practices that are really perfect for farmers looking to scale their production. If you haven't joined our community, it's not too late to join the thousands of listeners and subscribers who trust FIT Podcast for quality, educational, and inspirational content. Now, my next guest is no stranger to Food from Mzansi. If you don't know her, her name is Ntobeko Mafu. But yeah, we call her Madame Klaksalot. And that's, of course, the name of her business. She joins us to unpack her commitment to empowering aspiring farmers in KwaZulu-Natal through comprehensive training sessions on both broiler and organic crop production. And as the world commemorates World Food Safety Day, she also shares some advice for small-scale farmers looking to prioritize food safety in their operations. And of course, more than that. Madam Klaksalot, welcome to Farmers Inside Track. It's definitely great having you with us again. Let's start with, some of the work that you've been doing, training aspiring farmers, KwaZulu-Natal. What motivated you to organizing these training sessions, and what has the outcomes of that been so far?
Hi, Duncan. I hope you're well. What motivated me to start organizing these sessions is my background. I grew up in a GBV-based home where my father was abusing not only my mother, but any and every other woman that came into his life that played a motherly figure and mother role in my life. Whenever he was frustrated due to money problems that were causing hunger problems in the household, he would take it out in that form to these ladies. So I grew up watching that and seeing that around me. And then at some point in time, my father passed on after being sick for a period of 7 months where I was taking care of him. I was around 16 at that time while he was still sick. Since there was no longer any income coming in, there was no longer a lot of things. A lot contributed to his overall death, including hunger. So it's part of the same reason. Everything just stems from my father and being around him while growing up, I guess. Above and beyond that, when he did pass on and I became the head of a child-headed household and solely responsible for my siblings, the responsibility of having to buy food pressured me into starting my business. And then once I had started the business, I noticed that a lot of households around me were going through the same issues that I've been through personally. And that's why I want to help people learn to grow their own food through these training sessions.
Now, you recently had a training event. I believe that was on the 25th of May. What were some of the key takeaways or highlights from this specific event?
Being able to, number one, execute a training outside of my city, because I've just been doing these training sessions in Pietermaritzburg alone on site. With this one, we collaborated with one of our mentees who had attended a training of ours on site. And due to her boundless optimism, we were just inclined to just work with her and collaborate with her. And it was really nice. I took away collaboration, the beauty that comes with collaboration. That was one of the key takeaways. I got exposed to a whole different city, people, new opportunities arose. I will be conducting a training for one of the churches there now. It's been really amazing. And the reception as well, being received so beautifully by the people of Pinetown. That was also really nice. Being supported by the likes of Thabo Olafia on the day as well. The key takeaway overall is just collaboration is key, and your network is your net worth, I guess.
And Ntobeko, of course, it's World Food Safety Day on 7 June. What is your advice for small-scale farmers on incorporating food safety practices particularly in the context of broiler production and crop production?
The advice that I have for small-scale farmers to incorporate food safety practices within their businesses, particularly in the context of broiler production and organic crop production, for World Food Safety Day, is just to follow the right biosecurity measures, ensure that you have biosecurity signage, ensure that you are doing everything as you were trained and taught. If you have not been trained and taught and you don't know what biosecurity is and you've never heard of the term, I suggest just going for a course, not only via myself, but even online, just getting yourself clued up about the right biosecurity measures and protocols to put into place in order to execute all of your business needs.
What strategies are you considering, or perhaps have you already implemented, to improve the traceability and transparency in your food production processes to, I suppose, reassure consumers about the safety of the food that it is that you are putting out there on the market?
The strategies that we have currently implemented to improve traceability and transparency in our food processes to ensure that our consumers know that our products are food safe are just emphasizing the fact that, and being transparent with the fact that we're using free range and organic farming methods only. We go to the extent of taking our customers when they come on site through the process with us. If someone maybe buys a slaughtered chicken and we haven't slaughtered a chicken as yet and they are already here, they are able to see us physically doing all of the activities on their behalf. Another thing that we are going to do is just to label our products using everything that we use to get the final product. So for spinach, it will be like labeled water, soil. Also want to adopt technology. We want to have QR codes that we can use on product packaging that consumers can scan to access information about our product's origins, what farming practices we use, and all of that. We also are aiming to get certain certifications in place, just to emphasize our free-range and organic farming systems. We also have a website and social media. We use that heavily to just spread the word, and we share story times and videos where we are either vaccinating the chickens so that people can see that we're not injecting chickens, all of that. We also are thinking of maybe having regular audits at some point when our capacity gets to, let's say, like 2,000 broilers a month.
Definitely sounds amazing. Tell us, what future goals or milestones do you have for Madame Klaxelot in terms of expanding your educational reach and supporting aspiring farmers?
In terms of expanding our educational outreach and supporting aspiring farmers is to, number one, execute farming trainings in a whole lot of more different cities, maybe even outside the country. Be on the lookout. We also are in process of getting our company Agri-CETA accredited officially and have official accredited trainings instead of the informal trainings that we have right now. Although we do have qualified facilitators executing our informal trainings. That is all I'm willing to share for now, but a lot is in the pipeline. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. Even what I have shared, going to happen sooner rather than later. A lot is in process. A lot is in motion ever since we came back from Germany and we won a certain amount of euros. Things are in process, things are in motion, and I really can't wait for everyone to see. And also, we are thinking of hosting a competition specifically for our mentees, for anyone and everyone who's been mentored by us. More details regarding the competition are going to be accessible on our social media pages. There will be a cash prize. We really are aiming to take the agricultural industry to greater heights and reach more and more people and do more good work.
Thanks, Ntobeko Mafu, farmer and founder of Madame Klaxelot, an agribusiness based in KwaZulu-Natal. You can, of course, read more on this topic by visiting www.madameclaxelot.co.za. www.fruitformzansi.co.za. And that's a wrap. Join me again next time. And remember to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss any of the episodes. From me, Duncan Masiwa, our technical producer, Megan van der Vent, and the rest of hashtag Team Food from Zanzi, thanks for listening.
Life in South Africa can be a lot. I mean, scroll through Twitter for a minute and tell me I'm wrong. Thank God for South Africans though, right? We're inspiring, and even on the bad days, we fight back with a smile. That's why I love Food for Mzansi so much. They're not ashamed to celebrate the ordinary unsung heroes who work every day to put food on our nation's tables. Go to foodformzansi.co.za and never miss an inspiring story.